and where we stopped in last, I think we started double-ended queue. So let's go there directly. And in this double-ended queue, no, I think no, we started linked list, right? So I need to go to linked list, and in this linked list, we completed the singly linked linear list. Then we completed circularly linked linear list, and then we started double-ended queue, right? Sorry, not double-ended queue, doubly linked linear list. And a double-ended queue can be represented through this doubly linked linear list. And for insertion, we have seen these steps in last lecture, right? Obtain new node. If the list is empty, then make this node as a first node. Otherwise, if the node is to be inserted at the front, then insert it in the front, otherwise in the middle. And yes, we did we go through this algorithm? Okay, we have understood this only. '27. Someone please answer.
Sir, it is remaining.
Okay, so did we cover this description of this procedure, or this is also remaining?
We have completed that portion.
Yeah, this description I think we seen, right? And here I remember. Yes. So we drawn the image here, right, for doubly linked list. And so let's move ahead. Let's try to understand this algorithm, and you can see this is the thing we want to do. And here insertion in the middle of doubly linked linear list is represented in the figure, right? We are given L and R pointer, right? L is pointing to the leftmost node, R is pointing to the rightmost node, and after inserting a node, this is the output of the doubly linked linear list, right? Initially, it was like this. This was pointing to the next node, and this was pointing to the previous node. This was the case, but after inserting this new node to this, right? This is a new node. We got this structure, right? So now let's uh, let me okay, let me go to the algorithm first. Okay. So let's try to understand this. So first step is obtain a new node from the availability stack. So this is the step here. So let me draw a new node here. I got one new node. Let me point it through this end. And information of new is operated with x. So x is stored in this new. Wait a second. So I have acquired new node and I have updated it with the information. And now insertion into an empty list. So first case here is the list is empty. Right? So how we check the list is empty? So we can check either through checking the R or L, right? Both will be null. Here in this step, it is checked only R, but you can also check L. If L is equal to null, that means also there are no nodes in the queue. So okay, so suppose L is also equal to new, L equal to R equal to null. This is the condition for empty uh, doubly linked linear list, right? So this is null, and so that means both are not pointing to anywhere. So what I do, the for this node, okay, this is a doubly linked node, so doubly linked linear list node, so it will have 2 pointers instead of 1 pointer, right? The new node which you get, it will have 2 pointers, LPTR and RPTR. So the left pointer of new as well as the right pointer of new will be uh, stored with null. Why null? Because this is going to be first node, because the list is empty. So this node is going to be first node. So their left pointer and right pointer are not going to point anywhere. Right? Now, if now what you have to do, and L and R both has to L equal to R equal to new. So L is also will be pointing to new, right? And R also will be pointing to new. Right? Both will be pointing to this new node because it is the first node, right? So and you have to return. So this is the outcome of the node which is getting inserted into the empty list. Now, what if the node to be inserted is a leftmost insertion, right? So how we know this? So we are given the address of the node of whose left side we want to add the node. So this new node to be inserted must be the left node of this node which is pointed by M. So now in this case, suppose I have, sorry, I shouldn't remove this new node. Okay, so suppose this is my new node and this is my linked list. This is the last node, so its right pointer would be null. So this node is pointed by L. We are given L and M, right? This is M, and these nodes are pointing to each other. So now suppose this is my doubly linked linear list, and in this doubly linked linear list I have given M, and M is also pointing to the first node. So if M is pointing to this first node, that means this new node must be added as a first node in the doubly linked linear list. So this is a leftmost insertion. So what pointers updation we require to do? So left pointer of new equal to null, because it is going to be the what we say first node. So first node's left pointer is always null. So in this tab, left pointer of new node is null. Then right pointer of new is equal to M. So this right pointer of M would be the right pointer of M would be pointing to this M, the node which is pointed by the M, and left PTR of M equal to new. Right now, the left PTR of M is equal to null, right? But after this step, left pointer of M is now pointing to new. So this null value will be overwritten, and now this first node is pointing back to this node, right? And now left pointer also need to be updated, right? Because L always must point to the first node. So now this L will be pointing to the new node. So according to this, right, L equal to new. So let me update the value of L so that it points to the new. So sorry, here I have written M, actually it is R. This is not M, this is R, right? I did mistake. This is the R pointer. So now we have to return from the algorithm, and finally we have added the node as a first node in the doubly linked linear list, right? M was pointing to the first node, and we added it as a leftmost node, and we updated the pointers also. L and R is now pointing to the first and last node. Okay. So now the another case, suppose the node which we want to insert, it need to be inserted in the middle. That means my M is pointing some other node than the first node, right? So let see that case. So let me remove these two links, and right now null is there, and my left pointer is now pointing to this first node, and this first node link is null, left pointer is null. Okay. And now let me say that this M, which says us where to add the new node. So this is suppose pointing to this node, second node. It can point last node also. For all the steps will same, whether M is pointing to the in between node or the last node. These steps will be the same. So now suppose my M is pointing to this, so that means we need to add node here in between these two nodes, right? So let's follow the steps. So first is left pointer of new is updated with the left pointer of M, right? So this is the left point. Yes. Any question? Okay. So the left pointer of new is now updated with the left pointer of m. So left pointer of new is going to point to this node, right? Sorry, I did mistake. The left pointer of new is equal to the left pointer of m. It is not a left pointer of new is equal to m, right? So left pointer of new is equal to the left pointer of m. So left pointer of m is this. Look, left pointer of m is pointing to this node. So now this node would be pointing to this node now. Okay, and the right pointer of new equal to m. So this right pointer of new is now m, and the left pointer of m is equal to new. So the left pointer of m, this will be overwritten. So this left pointer right now pointing to this will now be pointing to the new node. So let me draw it. Uh, so now this left pointer is now pointing to this node. Right, so left pointer of m equal to new, and left pointer of new. What is left pointer of new? Left pointer of new is now this node, right? This is a new node, and the left pointer of new is the this first node, and its right pointer. So its right pointer is right now pointing to this node, but now it is said that it should point to new. So that also would be overwritten. So that would now point to a new. Have you got this? Any questions? So you see now this algorithm is inserted here in between these two nodes and written from the algorithm. So have you understood this? Any questions? If you see on the next, we are doing the same thing, right? Look, we have achieved this, right? This drawn figure is also same as this. Have you understood? Any questions? Okay, so let's go ahead. Now the next algorithm is about deletion, and these are the steps for it. So the first step is if the list is empty, then say it is underflow. And if only single node exists in the list, suppose only one node is there, then set the left and right pointers null, right, and return from the algorithm. Otherwise, multiple cases can arise. If the leftmost node in the list is to be deleted, then delete the node and update the left pointer to the list. We need to update the left pointer if it is the leftmost node. Else, if node is not the leftmost node and if node is somewhere some other node, then if the rightmost node in the list is to be deleted, that means the last node, then delete the node and update the right pointer. Or else delete the node from the middle of the list and update the links of their neighboring nodes, right? Restore the deleted node to the availability area and return. So these are the steps, right? So if it is leftmost node, update left pointer. If it is rightmost node, update right pointer, and if it is a middle node, then update the pointers of the neighboring nodes of this node which is to be deleted. So clear with this? So let's go to the algorithm here, and okay. So here you can see we are going to understand the procedure doubly delete. So here we have L and R, right? These pointers. L is the leftmost pointer and R is the rightmost pointer. And what is required is to delete the node whose address is contained in the variable old. So we are given the pointer to the node which is to be deleted. Okay, and this every node contains the LPTR and RPTR for left and right links. Okay, so let's now go through the algorithm step by step. So here the first step to know, is it underflow? So if R equal to null, that means it is underflow. You can also check the same condition with L, right? If the doubly linked linear list is null, then R as well as L both will be null. Then you mention it's underflow and return. Now in another case, if L equal to R, that means only single node is there in the list. So simply set L equal to R equal to null. Right? Suppose this is my doubly linked list and it has only one node, right? And L is pointing to this, and R is also pointing to this. And the links LPTR and RPT are obviously going to be null because this is the first node and some information is there in this algorithm. So if this node is to be deleted, then set L equal to R equal to null. So now this node will be deleted because now I'm updating the pointers of L and R to null. So they will not be pointing to anywhere. So list is deleted. Now let's go ahead for the second case. If old equal to L, so the old equal to L, right? So suppose old I represent with O. Suppose old equal to L, and suppose there are some more nodes are there. Suppose two nodes are there. R is pointing to this, and the rightmost node is null, right? And sorry, the left pointer of this node cannot be null, and this is pointing to the previous node, and this is pointing to the next node. Now suppose the node which is deleted and it is pointed by the old pointer, and if it is the first node, then what we need to do, right? After the deletion, only this node must be there and L must be pointing to this node. So for that, L equal to right pointer of L. So now L is pointing to this, but after this it would be updated such that the L is equal to the right pointer of L, right? And left pointer of L equal to null. Right now, uh, the left pointer of L now is pointing to this node, it would be now a null. So this would be now a null. So this would be the thing. So after this, you can see I have L and R updated pointers, and this node, both links LPTR and RPTR are null, and there may be some data in this node, right? So have you got this? Right? Look, we have not updated this link. The old is still pointing to this, but now we will, at last, we will say restore old. Right? After any case, we will say restore old. So this old will be sent back to the availability area. At that time, this link also will be deleted. Right? And this node would go to the availability area. So this will be removed here. So only one node remains here. So now let's go ahead. If old equal to R. So suppose this is my linked list, and now suppose this old is pointing to R. That means the node is the node which is to be deleted is the rightmost node. Suppose this is the situation. Then the node to be deleted is the rightmost. So the R equal to LPTR of R. So right now R is pointing to this, and that would be updated to RPTR is equal to left pointer of R. So left pointer of R is pointing to this node, so it would be pointing to this, and this RPTR of R is now null. So the RPTR of R is this node. Right now it is pointing to this last node. So let me remove it, and it would be now a null. Right, RPTR of R is equal to null, and at last, when we will restore the node, so this node will be sent back to the availability step. So this would be the output. Okay, now the last case where the node is the middle node. So for that, I need to draw the three nodes. Okay, so suppose this is the case, and let me draw one more node so that we can point to the middle node, and let me draw two more nodes. And my L is pointing to this node, and the LPTR of the leftmost node is null, and now this cannot be null because it is in between node. Now this nodes are pointing to each other, right? Okay, so this is the case, and now suppose the last else part, that means O is pointing one of the middle nodes. So let me say this is the node which is pointed by the O. So this node I want to delete. So for that, the LPTR of old. So LPTR of old means this node, right? And its right pointer, that means this pointer. So it would be overridden. So this pointer is equal to RPTR of R old. So RPTR of old is this. It is pointing to this. So RPTR of old is this, right? Next is the RPTR of old. This RPTR of old means this node, right? and its left pointer. So its left pointer means this. So let me remove this left pointer. And it is equal to the LPTR of pole. So LPTR of pole is pointing to this. So now this would be updated to this one. And at last restore old. So this old will be removed and its link also will go. Okay. So this would be the case. So see, the node is deleted after updating these pointers, right? So in this way we can delete. Delete has many cases. It can be under flow condition, and it may be the only single node. It may be the leftmost node. It may be the rightmost node, or it may be the middle node. Accordingly, we need to update the links. It's a very nice algorithm and very interesting one. So I hope all of you have understood this. Any questions? So let me, I think, go ahead. Any questions? Have you understood? Roll number 37, 44.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 49, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23. Have you understood?
No,
No
sir.
one is
44.
present? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me go ahead. Now, this is the special case where Q is represented by a doubly linked linear list. So front and rear pointers are given, right? So this is the Q, and in that I want to add a new node. So new node must be inserted such a way that the rear pointer should be updated to this R dash. And now after insertion, my Q must be pointing my Q. So for front pointer is pointing to the first node and R is pointing to the last node. So for that, what steps we need to do? So right pointer of R equal to new. So this is my new. So right pointer is this. So right pointer is equal to new, and right pointer of new equal to null. So this is null. Right pointer of null, new equal to null. Left pointer of new equal to R. So this is the left pointer. Left pointer of new equal to R, and R is now equal to new. So now R is initially was pointing to this, but now it will point to this node because new node is inserted. So how simple and interesting algorithm it is, right? So in the exam it may be asked, write algorithm for doubly linked linear list to insert a node in the queue or delete a node in the queue. So in the case of deletion, what you would do, you have to update this front pointer from this to this node, and the left link of this must be set to null. Are you getting this? Right?
Yes, sir.
So this you have to keep in mind. So you should be able to write any algorithm, right? Any algorithm which is asked in the exam, right? You should be able to write. We have gone through enough number of algorithms, and yet many algorithms are going to come. So you will be a very powerful one to write any algorithm. I'm sure for that. And so let's go ahead. Okay, deletion is also given here, right? Very good. So here you can see what we have to do. F is equal to RPTR of F. So now this F will be pointed to the RPTR of F. So it will point to this, right? And LPTR of X is equal to null. So this will be null, and this link will be removed. So this node will send back to the availability stack, and my new queue will be the one node less than the previous one. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now, next topic is doubly linked, but it is a circular list. The in previous topic we have seen doubly linked a linear list, but now it is a circular list. So this is an empty doubly linked circular list with a head node. So this is also a doubly linked circular list where the LPTR is pointing to the node itself. Sorry, RPTR is pointing to the node itself, and LPTR is also pointing to the node itself. That's why it is called the circular. And this is a head. Right now, this is empty doubly linked circular list condition is, so therefore would be L equal to R, right? Okay. Now in a doubly linked circular list, L and R will not be null, right? L and R will be pointing to the head node. So L equal to R. That means my doubly linked circular list is empty, right? Okay. So, but in a doubly linked circular list, we do not maintain this L and R pointer because it is a circular list. We maintain only one pointer, and that is head. Okay. So let's go ahead. So this is a insertion operation, and these are the steps, and this is the diagram of that. So let me see how much time we have taken lecture. Okay, still we have time. It's 34 minutes only. So I think this is the last algorithm we can cover, or it's 215. Okay. So here now you can see the this is a before operation insertion, and if I want to insert in the doubly linked circular list, right? This is a new node I want to. This is a new node which I want to insert, and this is the circular list, right? Doubly linked circular list, and in this doubly linked circular, right now there are no nodes. So what are the steps for that? The RPTR of new equal to m. So, and the list is represented by pointer m, this m. So the RPTR of new equal to m. So this is my new, and its RPTR means this RPTR of new is m, right? And LPTR of new is equal to the LPTR of m. So this is the LPTR of new, and this is equal to the LPTR of m. So LPTR of m is also pointing to the same node, so it would point to this. LPTR of m means this node, and its right pointer means this pointer is equal to new. So now this will be pointed to this, and this link will be deleted, updated. and LPTR of M equal to new. So this LPTR of M is going to point to the right. So these are the steps, right? And you don't need to remember these steps, and you can change the order of these steps, right? And but before changing the order, you should take care that you do not do the mistake, means some important pointers should not be lost, right? Because you see here uh, LPTR of M is used, so you should not update the LPTR of M before this step. If you update this LPTR of M, then this LPTR of M will be pointing to some other algorithm or other node, and it would create problem, right? And here also you are using LPTR of M uh, to be assigned to some node, and LPTR of M is operated here. So if you write this step first, that means you have updated LPTR of M. So LPTR of M old value is overwritten. So you cannot change the order in any way. You can change order, but the links must be preserved. The safe order changing must be there. You should take care of this, right? This is a mistake most of the students do. Okay, so this was about addition. Now let's go ahead. A deletion is also it is not drawn here. So let me cover this. So for the deletion, suppose this is my circular list, doubly linked circular list with head. So these are pointing to each other. I am not drawing arrow. Is it okay? You can understand, right? The lower is left side arrow and upper is the right side arrow, and this is pointing to this, and this is pointing to this, and my this is the head node. I mention it with H. Okay, and now I want to follow this step. Suppose old is pointing to this node. Suppose, right? Suppose old is pointing to this node, and I have to update the pointer such that this node is deleted. So for that, left pointer of old means this node, right? And its right pointer, that means this link. So let me delete this link, is equal to the RPTR of old, that means this. So it would be updated now with this link. And RPTR of old, that means this node, and its left pointer, that means this link. Let me update that link. Is equal to the LPTR of old. So LPTR of old is pointing to this, and then this node will be given back to the availability stack. So see, so it's simple. With this simple two steps, we can delete the node. But you can see this is a part of algorithm. This is not the full algorithm. In the exam, if it is asked, then the returning node to the availability stack, and for insertion getting the node from the availability stack, all steps are same as previous algorithms, right? So this is there, and let's go ahead. And there is one exercise here in the book. You can go through this exercise. It's a very interesting exercise, and you will get a good practice, right, on solving this exercise. And I request all of you to solve this exercise, because if you will solve this, your fundamental would be very strong, right? This is also the exercise. Let me maximize it. See, this Gremlin Solution is very nice book. It gives good number of exercises, right? So here you can see this is a very big problem given here. So see the definition of the question only, right? This type of question definitely not going to be asked in the external exam, right? But for a sake of knowledge, you can solve this exercise, this question particularly. It would be very interesting, right? And this is also there, right? So let me go ahead. Yeah, this is also the part of exercise. In the exercise to solve, you will require these figures. Now next topic is linked implementation of stack and queue. Right, stack has this many operation and queue has this many operation. Right, so that would see in the next lecture. Any questions which generally not be? So let me close the PPT and let me stop sharing screen. Let me download the attendance sheet and okay, so let me stop the recording.